Okay, hello Neverwinter. I am streaming on PC for the first time in a while, so if anything's dodgy, if the sound's off, do let me know please. We are on the preview server, looking around the new zone. It's very pretty. Now unfortunately, since I don't really play Neverwinter on the PC, I'm not actually particularly good at moving around and stuff. Looks like we've got some interesting new stuff. Well, potentially interesting new stuff. Okay, bear with me. Okay. Let's see. Rune Mark Titan Weave Harness. Stamina is over 75%. Power is increased by 7,500. It's not the first time we've seen one of these, so if you happen to be running that, it'll act as a replacement. Bloody hell. That one might be better though. Saying that, I don't really know what you do with 10k ratings these days. So the problem with these 3 or more enemy ones is they don't really ramp up fast enough, right? Because you'd only be using it in AoE. I suppose every 2 seconds maybe, but I mean I don't think it ever, well, if you're running some of the groups I run in, I don't think that would ever actually proc. Everything gets melted instantly. I absolutely hate these sort of ones. Oh, actually, if it's stamina under 15%, it might not be as bad, but you know, it's like if your HP is under 20%, you get bloody 20% movement speed. Like, if your HP ever gets that low, then you're probably gonna die, right? It's crazy stuff. That's probably gonna be useless as well. Yeah, no, that's probably gonna be useless as well. I don't know. I feel like the devs need to have a bit of a consultation with some people, like under what possible circumstance would gaining like 8k forte every 30 seconds be, you know? And you know, a tank's not going to be wanting to rely on being under 25% stamina to get some more defensive stats. That's just crazy. See, these ones a bit more reasonable. Stamina over 75%. Still not great, but you know, you can do something with that. In order to use something like this as a tank, you'd have to be like actively draining your stamina intentionally to like really take full advantage of it. Oh yeah. I was talking to someone about this one. I think I called it the the most useless item. Unless that kicks in, well, no, I mean, no, I can't think of really any circumstance where you would be running that. Oh man. Okay, 30-second cooldown on these things is just like, makes it absolutely, I can't really think of any conceivable situation where you would want 2% recharge speed every 30 seconds. It's just ludicrous. Yeah, I'm not overwhelmed by these ones, guys. They actually had some half decent stuff in when they released Fae in this campaign store, but no, these are all a bit weak, unfortunately. This is a reprint with a lower crit sub value. I suppose it's a reprint of some mythic stuff, so presumably there's some mythic gear that's going to be a bit stronger. That's an interesting one. Yeah, I don't know why they just... I understand, the mythic does celestial and everything. It should be much better than the non-mystic and celestial stuff, but you don't need to make this stuff completely useless, right? Saying that hood's not too bad. What's that, like 13 and a half worth of stacks? Worth of stats. I was saying that it's all going on a rating though, so not great. Yeah, I don't think anyone really needs a 15% increase to their at-wills on the 20-second cooldown. So this will be nice for the non-endgame healers. 20% faster regen speed on the boots. Well, I mean, it'd be good for the endgame healers as well, but I think there's a higher version of this. That's a pretty ridiculous chess piece considering the alternatives. I mean, it's kind of like a support thing, but no. So they're still doing this weird sort of stat allocation. Why'd you get 6.6 for that? Crit 7 accuracy. But you only get like 5k for that one. That seems a bit unfair, really. Why do those stats keep switching like that? That's weird. Who needs to flex severity? God damn. Yeah, okay. I think anybody expecting to use this for anything other than a short item level gain is going to be quite disappointed, apart from those boots. More illusion and stuff, because, you know, those are really fun. Bloody hell. Oh, but 15-second cooldown again. Jesus. If any devs end up watching this, okay. Having a 15-second cooldown on something that lasts with you. I mean, people will use it, right? Because it's a higher item level, and this might be the only one that people get access to, but you're not helping the sort of less kitted out player get better by providing them with substandard gear, you know? That one's actually quite potentially alright for a tank. Maybe. It's a hell of a lot of deflexibility. But again, it's not going to replace anything. There's much, much better alternatives. Maybe for a new tank who's struggling to get their stats in. Ah, again, absolutely hate these ones. Ugh. Yeah, I suppose I could see that potentially being useful, but again, much better rings available. It's a really weird bonus, that one. Yeah, okay. I don't think that stuff's particularly good, unfortunately. Could be worse, but could certainly be a lot better. These just look like reprints. Oh, I'm not sure I've seen an incoming healing one before, actually. I don't know why that would be particularly useful, but I mean, I did stack a bit of incoming healing on the tank in the early days of MSOD to survive those ticks when I was isolated downstairs, but yeah, weird one. That might be useful. But I mean, maybe not, because you can always put a Sword Coast Tactician on, right? And then you get, well, I suppose that's power combat advantage, isn't it? Oh yeah, it might be useful. Only 5%, that's interesting. I suppose it's 5% to absolutely everything though, right? Obviously you can get like creature specific overloads from the stronghold. Oh yeah, okay. So that's the good one. I don't know how rare this currency is though, because if this is the same currency you need to actually like get the boons and everything, then I doubt many of these are going to get bought. Yep. Okay. So do you guys want to go through the collection? Yeah, I think we can go through the collection, can't we? The Biting Cold. So I've intentionally kept the celestial weapons on here so we can see a comparison. I have already seen these and I can categorically say they are not as good as the celestial weapons. But it's pretty... It's like, why do they bother putting this additional item level? Because... You know, the celestial weapons are definitely the best weapons in the game. But now you've got something that's a higher item level. It's like, what? Doesn't really make any sense, right? It's very weird. Yeah, so these are just a mythic and a legendary version. I don't know if they have... I don't know if they're upgradable, but it's probably like an advanced version and a master version, like they usually do. Oh, what's this? Okay, yet another version of those weapons. Oh, okay, so this is probably the upgrade path, right? You get these purple ones, and then you upgrade them. Probably for some ridiculous amount of currency. This one's a reprint, we've seen this before. I mean, it's not terrible, but I think I'd prefer the celestial one over it. But the item level boost is actually going to start having a bit of an impact here. I wonder what... when you deal damage with the daily power. Does that mean if you use a non-damaging daily power, it won't trigger it? Oh. You gain % combat advantage, that's very useful. Okay. Oh my god. What absolute madness has resulted in that thing being created? Whenever you're struck by combat advantage damage, you have a 20% chance to increase your deflect severity on a goddamn warlock or a wizard. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. What are you doing? Oh, man. This is a reprint on the arms again. And another reprint on these arms, I think. But at least we get to get a little bit of extra item level on the healers. That's not quite a reprint, but it's very close to a reprint. I mean, there's no conceivable world where a healer would legitimately run that. Warlock or Bard is going to be stuck running that debuff chest piece until the next debuff chest piece comes out. So this is so much worse than any alternative. I mean, this one might be worse than those purple boots. I mean, why would you go for 10% faster when you've got things giving 20, 25% faster? Just crazy. I can see a place for that helm, but again, no, you'd never replace like your recharge helm for that one, especially not on a warlock. Why do they make such wild and poor decisions? Okay, that one's kind of a reprint again. So I know they've got this new sort of they've got the new way that they allocate stats for the gear and stuff. So power is considered a really strong stat, so that gets less on things. But from like a player perspective, you just go for the thing that's the highest stats, right? And then you adjust companions or whatever. Oh yeah, we've seen those before. Oh, but that is a much lower value than the other version. Yeah, I don't know. Unless it's very predictable, the new dungeon, these boots are going to be far too unreliable, I think. Okay, those arms might be good. And they could be good for like DPS or heals. What's that, 9% stats overall. So still not as good in single target as the Celestial ones, but not bad for Legendary. We've seen these before, pretty standard for the healer. Oh my god, that's the is that on the healer boots, the Celestial healer boots? Anyway, completely useless. You know, potentially in some like high burn specific, you know, if we're doing challenges, that this could potentially. Oh, but again, you need to replace your bloody. You need to replace your recharge boots or whatever, wouldn't you? So again, no. Okay, finally, that one. Well, no, again, because you're not going to replace your recharge helm. I just, absolute. Because they put effort into creating these things, right? Well, it doesn't seem like they put that much effort into creating them, but you know, it takes time, it takes resources to create this stuff. Like, why have you put in stuff that nobody's going to bloody use? If they know anything about how to build a character. Alright, we've already been through all of this, haven't we? Okay, I have had a quick look at these already, and these ones are a lot more interesting. So these are all paired up. So to get the set bonus, you need both of the pair. You see that? That is a good little set. Increased outgoing healing up to 7 and power up to 2%. And then however much that is. What's that? 1.4. Okay, 7%. I think that adds up to. And then you get the crit strike as well. I mean, that's a really good set. It really is. And this is so this is going to this will be like glass cannon build. you're going to lose 8% critical avoidance, and you're also going to lose 10% HP. Make sure you're friends with your healers, guys. Oh god, especially if you're wearing the damage boots as well. Oh god, yeah. If all of that procs off at the same time, that's going to be wild. The sheer amount of stats we're getting from these are pretty crazy. Maybe this is why all the other gear is so useless. When in combat, gain a buffer every 2 seconds. When moving, okay. So that's going to depend on how much you actually move around, I suppose. So this is probably going to be very good for the tank. I don't know if I want to lose that much combat advantage due to like threat, but I can probably cope with it. And for once, the actual stats themselves are useful. And I don't know if it's just me, but I can't remember them really ever putting an actual power onto equipment. So that's nice to see. Okay, these ones are supposed to be tank as well, right? Every 15 seconds when your health is 50% or lower, you and your teammates who are within 25 feet gain plus 6%. I mean, maybe it might be useful. Now, if that is the fuller your health is, the more crit avoid you get, that might be useful. But if it's the other way around, you know how much I hate the ones that just stack up as you lose HP. I don't think it's better than this one, no. I suppose it depends what that 4.5% less damage means. Like, is it less incoming damage, or is it just more damage resistance? Because there's a big difference between how those two things work. Great stuff for a healer. Oh, that one's a bit weird. Is that missing some? Now, personally, I don't know how comfortable I would be losing 7.5% defense on the healer, but I'm gonna have some weird sort of glass cannon healers. Look at that. That's a crazy amount of stats. Are these DPS ones again? Oh. That's going to be a risky one. Minus 13% incoming healing. You don't really think about incoming healing until you're missing a significant amount of it. You definitely feel it. Oh yeah, absolutely insane amount of stats. Like 16% crit strike just on those two. That's mental. So we only got one healer set here then. Yeah, looks like it. Unlucky healers. Is this just the same? Yeah, okay. So I don't know if these are going to be like upgradable or refinable or what. Kinda looks like they might be. That's kind of weird. What? Same charge precision. Wonder if that's a misprint. Oh wait, no, okay, so these ones aren't even like part of a set. Interesting, okay. Ah, right, okay. So these are like the more traditional ones that we used to have, blueprints of those. Reduce your encounter powers. Yeah, I've seen that one before as well. Okay. Right, it'd be interesting to see where they drop from and whether or not there's any refining of them. It'd be nice if they, because obviously previously when they've done these sort of equipment pairs, it's been multiple things that could make up the set. So it's a shame that they've locked them in like that. But I mean, they're bloody great, you know. These things look very, very good. Not sure how they'll work in reality, because obviously I'm just looking at stats. It might make us hideously overcapped. I've already looked at all of these, haven't I? Yes. These were very underwhelming from my perspective, but you know, it could be quite useful for someone a bit less endgamey. Ah, here we go. This is what we've been waiting for. Okay, so it's come to my attention that you actually have to refine these rings, and it is absolutely insane, the cost of it. But look at this. You get bonus stats for running certain enchantments. This is... whoever came up with this is some sort of evil genius. So this is going to have like several knock-on effects. It's going to get people refining again, and it's going to get people who've like not had to refine anything for a very long time having to refine certain types of enchantment in order to activate these things. That's kind of a weird bonus. I assume you can trigger it with your own heals, but definitely it'd favour like a hot over like shielder. But I suppose we always, you know, in a trial at least, we're always running usually one hot, one shield, or like one bard and one shield. But bards put hot on as well. But then you just get like 6% extra stats. I don't know if they're going to raise the stat caps or something, but I don't even know. Well, we're just going to be just crazy overcapped. I suppose it'll allow us to use some different companions and stuff, but that's a nice ring. Okay, this is like an upgrade of a ring that already exists, but this one's got 6 seconds on it, whereas yeah, so the one from MSH is this bonus, I think, both lasting 4 seconds, which actually makes it very difficult to keep up all the time. Well, on most classes, if you're a class that's naturally dodging around like a rogue or something, it's probably more useful. but buffing it up to 6 seconds, you're probably going to move within 6 seconds, you know. So this one is not good. I know it's sort of presenting itself as a tank ring, but you don't need forte on a tank. You really don't. And just to be fairly honest, you don't need the flexibility either, unless you're doing some interesting builds. I mean, the old Immortal Fighter build benefited from deflect, but you know, somewhere around 50% deflect severity is usually fine. This one again. I mean, the problem we got as tanks is that, for starters, we don't really need these stats on rings, and we rarely get the chance to actually run any bloody stat rings because we have to run, you know, a Grace or a Manticore or even a Watcher. You know, it's just something. It's not necessarily survivability that we hurt for in most situations, right? At least that one's better than the other one. It's got the stamina regen on it. That's a pretty good ring, I think. I mean, that can cover a healer and a DPS as well, so that's nice. This is quite a good ring as well. Well, in sort of longer encounters. What's that? 13% accuracy from one ring. That's crazy. Already hitting quite a bad stat situation myself though, especially on the Warlock. Bad in the sense that everything's overcapped and absolutely nothing I can do can bring it down without like actively harming the fence. So have we got 2 things that give crits up there? Right. So if you were to run this ring and this ring with those enchants, you get an extra 6% crit severity and an extra 6% crit strike. Dear lord. Might be able to swap your wizard build back over to what was it, Rhymefire Weaving? Are these legendary ones the same? Yes. Oh, I tell you what, if you have to upgrade these from legendary all the way up to celestial, that's going to be absolutely brutal. I hope they rethink that a bit. Okay, so these are like epic versions. Surely they're not going to make us upgrade them from epic, that would be... Oh no, okay, no, these are different. Oh, we've already seen these as well, yeah. Okay, I've seen this companion gear and it's made me a little bit angry. So these are basically just like complete reprints of the Thayan gear without any effort made to sort of fix the issues that we've got with the Thayan gear. So like, in what world did anybody wear this piece, right? The flexibility and forte, it's absolutely insane. Defense and Forte. I mean, it's almost designed to piss people off, right? If you got one of these drops and it was this one, it'd be like, why? Why is this even in the game? Anyway. Yeah, so these are the ones that you'd actually be going for, like your defense, your deflect. Very good for fighter tanks. And then this one as well. Why are those stat allocations so wildly different? Because, oh yeah, because deflect's considered a junk stat. Weird though. Very strange. Control resistance and outgoing healing. No healer's gonna probably want to use that. Incoming healing and outgoing healing. Again, no healer is probably going to want to use that. So I am wearing a version of this actually on my warlock because I am overcapped, like I say, on the ratings to all helm. Yeah, so these are going to be the two target DPS ones really. And potentially that one. If like me, you are hideously overcapped. I know it's a copy and paste job, but come on. Surely at some point they had someone update the numbers on this, and did nobody look at it and say, I don't think anybody's ever going to use that. Yeah, so these are just basically mythic versions, so they're just a little bit stronger. And then we got fashion and pets. Yay! Ooh. Okay. I suppose it's relatively inoffensive. I've got no preview for those ones. Okay, preview has ceased to work. Okay, so that's... Oh no, there it is. Oh, wow. Right, so that's all the new items in the collection. I don't know if they put anything into the bazaar.
Do you have astral diamonds to trade?
What do I think about one piece of the Storm King's Thunder relic set on the tank? Oh, there you go. They put the actual gear in now. Sorry, Cloud. It's never been my thing. Okay. Wow, I'm gonna have to get all of my tunes updated again with all of this shiny stuff. Which piece are you talking about, guy? Is this we're talking like an artifact set or? Okay, interesting. Ooh, okay. These are in the collections. Celestial Shattered Resolve. Once per second when receiving damage, you get a 3.6% increase to your defense, awareness, and deflect. Fortified nature clone. And then you trigger 350 magnitude damage close to enemy. Okay. I don't see any conceivable way that that gets used over the Rime Fire. Or whatever it's called. Rime Temper, is it? If it's actually like the fortified nature as well. Oh, I got you, I got you, I got you. Okay, the old mod 9 set with the 10% damage resistance against giants. That, I mean, it sounds like it would probably work. I think there's giant wards as well, isn't there, in the stronghold? I don't know if it would be worth actually putting some equipment like that on. Didn't Hotno have... Hotno had some giant wards as well, didn't it, I think? So you could do like we're doing in MSH at the minute. You get your healer on a giant ward, and then the tank themselves can run an additional giant ward from like that you get from a campaign, and then that gives you 20% stack in resistance. Oh, sorry. Tank like me, eh? Yeah. I mean, if you're running the fortified nature, I suppose this would be something of an upgrade. What is that? Whenever you deal combat advantage damage with your power, you have a 25% chance to gain 0.9 combat advantage. When in melee combat with at least one enemy... Okay. Come on. That just sounds utterly ludicrous. I don't know what they could possibly be thinking with that one. So it's not your guaranteed stats. You have a 25% chance to gain 0.9 combat advantage, which will drop off after 5 seconds if you don't manage to do it. Maximum stack 10, so 9% combat advantage. And you get a 9% defense buff. I mean... Nope. Doesn't make any sense. That's absolutely rubbish. I'm guessing that's mislabeled. Oh no, wait. Okay, no. So it gives you 10% regeneration and 10% maximum increase. It's not terrible. That one is not terrible. Oh wait, healing a target will grant the 2 closest friends and you. So it applies to yourself at least. Okay. I don't think it. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna outdo that one that gives you the shields. What is it? Divine Aegis. That is still probably going to be better than this, especially if you're a hot healer. Okay guys, how are we going to pronounce this? Celestial Sugilite? Sugilite? And Celestial Obsidian. Are those the only two in there? Oh, that's weird. So they haven't given the actual enchantments necessary to trigger the ring bonuses. It doesn't look like. Okay, so this is probably going to be... This is like the lantern that they brought out. I wonder if this stacks as well. This will probably be in the pack that they usually release, along with the mod. Hey, there we go. Bane of the Freezing one. We got some fashion. Where is that gone? Probably in the fashion area, right? Oh, there it is. Oh! Okay. It's not a fashion item. It is a... Okay, never mind. Preview only thingy. So one thing you PC players don't know, like how good you've got it, is the just amazingly large field of view you have. There's so many things that would not kill me on the PlayStation if I had this sort of panoramic view going on. Ooh, dungeon mentions. Interesting. Oh no, what is this? The weekly cap's 500 and everything costs more than 500. Great. That is not a good decision. Is that the same currency? No, okay. You know damn well you can't zoom out that far, Claire. Oh my god, what is this? Weekly cap 150. That is... I don't know if I can handle another grind like the MSH guys. Or MSOD in fact, my god. MSOD was worse, probably. Oh god. Because it's, okay, so this is going to be a grind on top of a grind on top of a grind, right? So you can only get X amount in this weekly cap, and then you're going to have to grind out the bloody dust and crap to upgrade it. least there's going to be some music to sort of chill people out. Hopefully these things will drop as well, though, right? So it's not just a grind thing. For some reason, I'm thinking that 12% movement speed might be useful. I don't know why though. Okay. Oh wait, how much? How much AD? The fuck? Encouraging new players to come back, and then, you know, just putting these massive AD costs on things. Oh my god. Well, I mean, relatively massive, right? It's not really going to touch an endgame player, but that's a bit unpleasant for newer players who don't have the same sort of balance.
Stay warm. Can't have you. The speaker sent the hero of Neverwinter? Oh, then it's worse than we thought. I am Ingolfrid, the leader of
know
this
what?
village.
I'm always getting grind anxiety.
Trolls have returned to our lands. There's word of giants.
5 tokens, 15 of
of
that.
the ice.
My god.
I'm sure you've heard about the disappearances, the nightmares, the corrupted wildlife, and the weather getting warmer. We've a task for you. These attacks took us by surprise. We've been forced to the docks. We're doing what we can to survive, but it's not been easy. My husband, take your Fisher King, needs a hand with a few things.
As long as there's food, we can keep going.
Does it seem a bit washed out to anybody else, this area?
If you're
I don't know if it's just my colour settings or what, but
10 towns.
maybe it's supposed to look that. It's supposed to be
Let's not
ethereal or
waste
something,
time.
maybe.
Get introduced to some of the folks. They'll get you up to speed on what's happening. While you're at it, inspect the houses and the docks for damage, and take care of any invaders you come across.
The ice is in
You have
fact
to make the village safe again. All right?
They brought back the wanted board. I don't know what they're going to be doing with this. Be interesting to see. Oh, one other thing the PC gets that we don't, by the way, which I'm a little bit furious about. We don't have these little numbers on our map, as far as I'm aware, on the PlayStation. We just have to sort of vibe where things are. Yes, it is Icewind Dale, I believe.
Welcome.
I mean, it's a lovely looking
Hello
area,
there,
just
hero.
like the colours
Could
just
be
look slightly
worse, all
washed out.
things considered. The locals and I are getting along for now, but with the constant ambushes, we're all stuck here.
But again, it could be
People
my
can't take their wares home or
my
bring
settings.
things into trade. And believe me, they have plenty of things worth trading. But I reckon it'll get better now that you're here. And if you need
What is
anything,
this?
you know where to find
Introduce
me.
yourself. Inspect the house and the docks. Defeat him. Oh my god. I can foresee this intro quest just irritating people.
Remember to take a breather. Hans, at your service. Alchemist, archivist, and academic.
Oh, he's an
Studied
interesting
in
looking
water.
fella.
Currently wishing I was still there.
If it's supposed to be
These
this
parts
cold,
are
would you be wearing a
rumored to have
monocle?
ancient ruins buried in the ice. We are not sure of their origins yet, but that's what I was sent here to ascertain.
Walk in his warmth, my thank Lathander. My prayers have been answered. I am Yrsa. Pleasure to meet you. Your arrival is most fortunate. We've been weathering attacks day in, day out. We're doing what we can, but most of us aren't fighters. My friend, Irnora, and I have been trying to keep everyone calm, but ever since the nightmares,
Inspect
you'll
the
soon
houses
see for
and the
yourself.
docks. Curator histories, that'll be for our weeklies. Anti-fashion, indeed. Listen, my warlock on the PlayStation is looking pretty fit now. I recently just got the MTOS chest piece, which somehow managed to avoid getting for God knows how many years. But now it's looking very, very Merrilock's the Runeness. I mean, it's quite a good looking area, right? What is this? Oh, okay, so this is like a combat area. Don't judge my playing on here, by the way. I'm not a PC player. I do not know how to work this. How do I even at will? Is that mouse buttons? Okay. Is that house inside the wall? Okay, there we go. This is actually giving me Eben Downs energy. Remember having to go around and inspect all the houses in Eben Downs. I suppose. this new this is a very sort of weird quest for like this late in the game. Very fetch questy. Defeat the invaders. So I've got frost goblins, ice kobolds, all sorts of goodness. Wait, why is that completed? Oh, okay. So it's a pretty big area, this. Kind of probably less irritating than Thay. There was a lot of... Although Thay was quite fun, right? It's had a lot of vertical stuff going on. This one seems a lot more spread out. And the visuals are pretty nice. Yeah. I bet they won't look like this on PlayStation.
Good. Folks can sneak back home for more supplies. Bigger chance at survival now. As for the damage, I'll need to send the builders in to fix what and when we can.
Okay.
In the meantime.
Okay.
Seems Hegia had you meet the others. Good. These nightmares are getting worse. Many have succumbed to them, some driven mad.
I hope this story
We've been
gets more
forced to
interesting.
lock
'Cause
them
it's,
up for their safety and ours. The soothsayer, you know.
you know, it's not capturing me right now.
Yes, but be quick about it.
Oh, am I staring again? Do you hear it? That deep pounding in the earth. Ice is cracking. Yes, part of many. Party, friends. The hero has friends, yes? Fellowship? Oh, what was I saying? Ah, you want to help, yes? Inglefrid knows. Take my potions. Wait,
I
no.
think she might be
Not
unwell.
naked. Must be made. I need ingredients. Herbs, sap, and pineal glands. Should help with visions, dreams.
I know this game is basically like entirely
Cauldron.
based around fetch
When
quests.
done, just throw them in. Should
Come
be
on.
fun.
Hopefully the new designer coming in is going to bring some more modern things. I think part of the worst thing about the bloody fetch quest as well was like it doesn't auto-complete, right? You actually have to go all the way back to the bloody quest giver. What's his name? Again, a bit unforgiving game design in my opinion. Gather herbs, gather tree sap, slay trolls for pineal glands. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, 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 okay. So, did that through here? Yeah, okay. There we go. Found some herbs. Yay! I suppose at least it's not as bad as some of the previous sort of fetch quests they did, where you got catch like 20 of something. This area is bloody huge. What's going on here? Troll Witch Doctor. Okay, this is kind of giving me elemental evil vibes as well. Alright, that could have been worse. Oh, look, a rabbit! What do I need to do? Gather herbs, gather tree sap. Probably a safe bet that that comes from the tray. Which tree though? I am not understanding this map very well. Everywhere I go, I think, whoa, what the hell? Oh. That's a big stag. What the hell? Oh. Do we need to... No, we don't. Oh, because it's giants, right? So everything's giant. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay. You know, it's kind of nice to have some big open spaces, I suppose. And it takes a bit longer to get there. They felt very cramped, even with all the vertical stuff. Where's the tree sap? Oh, there we go. Follow the shinies. Alright, I retract my previous statement. This fetch quest is not as egregious as it could be. I think once everybody knows where everything is in the new zone, it wouldn't be too bad. Especially if you got one of those escargot turbo snails. Very fast. Ooh, that's a bit of a suspicious tree, isn't it? Why is it glowing purple? Does it have any sap? It does not have any sap. Mutated frost. Presumably this is going to be explained in the story. That is tentatively trolling. Ouch. Oh, okay. So this regenerates pretty fast as well. We have historically had an issue in the game where they do these repeated fetch quests, and then, you know, multiple people are all in the zone trying to get it, and then it just takes forever to regenerate. Which for something which is already quite grindy is a massive pain. Put the ingredients in the cauldron. Yeah, you're definitely going to want your mount speed bonus, your turbo snail. There's going to be a lot of traversal back and forth, I think. Troll witch doctor. Take the potion. That kind of feels like an unnecessary set of steps. Click one extra time just for the hell of it. I mean, yeah, it's a very picturesque area. What are they? Oh, okay. Yeah, just very washed out sort of character model. Okay. At least you can use your mount in this area.
Stick close towards Regis. I'll get us through this, miss.
You did it! Let me... Much better. I can... Oh, I'm less... lost. The visions have gotten worse. Something is reaching out, digging fingers into our minds. I'm able to hold out for longer than most, but I have my limits.
Okay, we need the lighthouse, guys.
In our future. Something needs to be done. Perhaps I can show
Do we know
you.
anything about the lighthouse?
I'll need
Was there any
something
reference
else.
to the
A
lighthouse
beacon.
previously in the game?
Pillar of light. You'll be
The lighthouse? No one's been there since this started. But if Enora needs it, then it must be important.
Okay.
The lighthouse was cut off when the invasion began. We tried to send rescue, but... if you and Enora need it, you'll have to go yourself. It's too dangerous for anyone
Okay, yeah.
else.
Too dangerous for anybody else, but you can go do it. That's why we're the hero, guys. We are the hero of Neverwinter. Remember. Oh wow, slidey. Do you know what? I think they've sort of missed a trick with grappling hooks here. This would be a good place to have be able to get higher. Is that... Alright, is it me, or is that lighthouse going to be pretty useless? I don't know. Alright, maybe they can see it from the other side of there, but... That's a really weird place for a lighthouse, okay. It's like, yeah, literally just that little bit over there that can actually see it. Examine the corpse, okay. What corpse? No corpse up here. Ah, okay. Guess what, guys? It's the lighthouse keeper. Shock horror. I think we probably could have guessed that, right? Scan the horizon with the spyglass. Okay, let's go. Wait. What spyglass? What horizon, actually? Is it me? Am I being stupid? Ah, okay. Wait, that's not way up. Right. I'm not a big fan of this lighthouse, I've decided. Oh my god. It was right there the whole time, guys. What are we gonna find? Something buried in the ice? Oh. Amazing models there. So we've got some goblins or orcs incoming, guys. Repel the ambush. Uh-oh. Ah, that's fine. Can we just jump down there? Where even is that? Yeah, okay. That looks like a short. Haha. Time saver. Wait, that lighthouse wasn't dangerous at all, by the way. They definitely could have gone up there and checked. Cowards. So we're just going up here, we're going to repel these guys, we're not going to tell anybody that there's a massive load of goblins coming in. Why not? We are the heroes. Report to Ingolfrid. Well, everything seems to be working so far. Haven't encountered any quest breaks that are stopping us from proceeding yet.
Stay warm. Can't have you freezing to death. I know. The first to warn us. When we couldn't reach them and the lighthouse went dark. If we can reignite
Are you kidding
then
me?
we'll have an easier
The lighthouse
time
looks
spotting
fixable, but the keeper
ambushes
is
from
dead.
that
I know.
direction. Since you've cleared the path, I'll send someone to fix what they can. And maybe
That's a
retrieve
bit
the
dark.
bodies. We're lucky Inora asked for it. By the way, Irsa mentioned she wanted to speak to you.
Bit of a disconnect between the dialogue and what's actually happening.
Walk in his warmth, my friend, wherever you can find it. Irnora came by for my help, spoke to me of what she wanted to show you. While you were busy with her chosen beacon, we worked on a ritual together. You'll see, it's never ending, but we have to endure.
Flooded
By
future
Lathander's light,
instance.
do you know
Let's see
anything
what
about
this is
dream walking? Judging by your face, you have some experience. This is similar, except instead of visiting your own dream, you'll be sharing Inora's visions. She has the ability to witness moments in the past.
So we did have some, was it elemental evil? There's some sort of instances going on, so I don't know if it's going to be similar to that. Was it elemental evil? I think it was. It's like a troll cave or something, right? Where you had to defeat waves of stuff. I need to go back and play all the old content at some point, it's been so long. Oh, okay. Probably why the sparklies kept leading to this point. Yeah. Oh wait, is this the same map? Another big one.
Your mind is yours. That is good. I will guide you. Seek the ears
Alright.
of this moment.
What creatures are these? Are they elves? Very funny looking.
Just down this way. There, at the shack. She's there.
Mutated? Oh, everyone's got tentacles. Hey. Sure, people will appreciate that. Definitely giving Baldur's Gate 3 vibes, tentacles everywhere.
I shall let all who dwell in dark feel your holy dawn, Morning Lord.
Alright,
Hear my prayer. Please.
these aren't human, right? Or are they human? Seems to be a lot of water gushing from somewhere. Oh my god.
Hero? You? Can it truly be? I saw its minions take you. Are you whole? Or are you false? No, 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 no. Morning Lord. Oh, Morning Lord. Shed your light upon this visitor. Blessed be the Morning Lord. In its world.
The maddened Irsa.
The
Wait, what was
sunstone.
that? Some sort of buff.
Keep it safe. Keep it close.
Dawn Priest's Blessing. Ooh. Tanks and healers burn nearby enemies with divine flame. Okay.
You'll make it through.
More tentacle guys. That's embarrassing. Again, don't judge me. I do not usually play on the PC. Okay, so we lost our buff. Do we need that buff? Can I go and get the buff again?
I shall let all
Okay, so
hero.
dying resets it.
Can it truly be? We saw its minions take you. Are you whole? Or are you false? No, 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 no. Morning, Lord.
I think we might
Oh,
just avoid the
morning,
tentacly
Lord.
things. How's
Shed
that?
your light.
Oh my god, they're everywhere. Oh. Nope, not today. I don't want to play. Okay. Discretion is the better part of valor, remember.
They're digging. Whispers. Whispers in the dark.
Oh my god, they're following me. Oh god, they're not those mobs who just track you across the entire map, are they? Those are not fun.
Through the cave. The hands of this moment is
You can
there.
save a lot of time doing quests if you don't, you know, just don't kill anything. Yeah, there you go. Nice and easy.
All medicine are poison.
Alright, that's a weird
I've given
looking fella.
myself my own. The blight and the frost can't touch me.
All medicines are poison. Okay.
Poison, panacea. The line blurs. You want to live free? Here.
So it
Last
seems like
bottle
everybody's
is
going a bit
yours.
crazy and turning
Keep
into
your wits and
tentacle
pick
monsters.
your poison while you can.
Medicine out of madness.
Are they using an actual story for this, or is this the one that they came up with themselves? Does anyone know? Drink the panacea. Okay. Where's the panacea? Is that it? No. Where's the panacea, guys? Oh, wait. There it is.
That will be important. You mustn't lose it.
Go down the path and light the fire. Okay, yeah. Lots of travelling, guys. Lots of travelling on this new mod. Perhaps responding to complaints everyone had about Faye being a very small map. The thing is though, with Faye, it was a small map relatively, but it still took quite a long time to bloody get anywhere. I wonder why I only...
Yes, this way. Do not stray.
There appears to be a force field in the way. What? Oh no. Oh no, that's a lot of mobs. Oh no. We might have been better off maybe I should get some scrolls. Does that restart the entire quest again? No. Okay, good. But we have lost our buff. Okay. Let's get some scrolls.
Do you have astral diamonds to trade?
It's a pretty fun place to test stuff. Oh, that's a good point. I could just make myself basically immortal, can't I? Okay, so, important thing to know, the mobs will chase you across the entire goddamn map. They will not give up. They are like... That's it. And they are everywhere. Yay. God damn it. Right, we'll just kill them. We'll just kill them. Tentacle ones are actually a bit more dangerous than I suppose you would expect, being some sort of eldritch demons. Right, there we go. What's going on here? Some sort of tentacle troll tea party, it looks like. Why are these trolls just located with these tentacle things? Hey, Josie. The new mod is looking pretty good. As for the character slot, I do not know, but if you find out, let me know, because that seems like a good way to get some stuff. It's a bit fetch questy so far, Jay-Z. But it's not like offensively so far. Now, if I was on my actual PlayStation, I imagine I could just run straight through all of these. But I have tried that a couple of times. And I keep getting my ass kicked, so we're going to take the slow but steady approach.
The end draws near. A final obstacle.
Challenge the boss. Yeah, I've got like 3 fighters now, but Frovic the Horde Driver. Say that 5 times fast. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay, is that some sort of environmental threat? Looks like it is. This got pretty easy though, it looks like. This is going to be Sephiroth on us and some sort of Latin we're going to start kicking off. Go through several forms. Might be better putting a Sarah on it. Okay, my PC dexterity is just not where it used to be when I was playing on PC properly. Maybe I should get the PlayStation controller hooked up. Bring Sunstone to Urza.
Walk in his warmth, my friend, wherever you can find it. How? How did you... By Lathander's light, you're saying I gave you this? The Morning
Okay,
Lord
we've
must
got
be
some
watching
sort of
over us to allow you
multi-dimensional
to bring this to me.
stuff going on
There's
here.
residual magical
Mary,
traces
I
in
got
this.
half a...
Holy magic!
Oh, congrats, man.
I can try to replicate this. Not perfectly, but if I had more...
You find a lot more groups when you run a tank. I don't know if you
How?
noticed.
I don't know. You can come back later for a blessing.
Remember to take a breather. All the stress can drive someone mad.
Give the panacea and convey what
You
happened.
brought me my own creation from the future. A vision of the future.
Alright, yeah, we've got some time travel shenanigans going on, guys. Let's see if they can
madness, yet capable enough to craft
stick
this.
the landing.
Well, we can't let myself get
Have we had
outdone
time
by
travel
a
shenanigans
madman,
before?
can we? Let me see. Yes, I
Marcos has
probably
done some
concoct something from this. It should
back
help
from the
push
dead
back against the
shenanigans. I
corruption.
don't know, that's not really time travel, is it?
Temperatures are interfering with my work. And it's only going to get worse.
Though you've brought us something
So
useful,
I like that actually. I thought that
this
instance was pretty
is
good.
never ending.
Apart from
But
getting
we
my ass
have to
handed to me.
endure. By Lathander's light,
Can you
we'll
grant
make
me
it
the...
through.
Ooh, what does that do?
Of course. Just give me a moment. I call upon Lathander's will. Hear my blessing and shine bright. May all who stand in your way cower before your radiant light.
Oh. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, no, it's you, Squishy. It's the GF my main. You know damn well I'm a bloody warlock healer.
Ulfrid and Hegir will want a briefing on what you've seen. It's best if it came from you rather than Inora. You can be blunt about it. They're the sort of people who prefer it when you're straightforward with them.
It has got to that point though, to be yeah. I'm more known for the tank these days.
As long as there's food, we can keep going. Then we'll need to prepare. I will handle the hunters, the fishers, the builders. People
Guys,
need feeding. Homes need fixing.
why are all the people here grey?
We may need an extra
Does anybody know?
hand from time to time. We're hungry, but we're few.
Yes, a healer for my sins. Right.
Stay warm. Can't have you freezing. Another apocalypse. All right, let's get to work. This isn't the first time Icewind Dale's been struck by
Another
impending
apocalypse.
doom. Live as long as I have. Anyway, I'll handle the coordinations and logistics. See if we can find anything that can help you out. I'll also inform the other settlements. I'm sure the rest of the north will be thrilled about this.
I'm tolerating it so far, but there's a lot of very small back and forths that are quite
Am I
annoying.
staring again? Sometimes I forget to use my word. My head. Chains, rattle, moss, cackle, words, whispering woes. I
think Inora might be a bit crazy, guys.
Fret not, dear hero. Though my mind frays at the edges, I am still here. I will be fine.
What is KBM, Squishy? Unless it's incredibly rude, then, you know, keep it to yourself.
A job well done. Oh, sorry. I said that too soon, didn't I?
Thank you for that, and for checking on Eleonora. You didn't have to, but I'm glad you did.
We're checking on Inora,
The
she's
weather
literally
watchers
stood next to
warned me
you.
of the
What?
blizzards getting worse, which coincides with the rising temperatures. We're calling it
Complete an heroic encounter
encroaching
fills the storm
frost.
meter. When it
They're
reaches...
periodical,
okay.
but you'd have to be mad
That's
to
his own
willingly
mechanic, then.
venture into one without sufficient protection. It's a good thing you brought me what you did.
Inside the storm, visibility is reduced and you'll gain freezing cold over time. Higher stacks slow you, deal damage and will eventually kill you. You can reduce stacks by standing near campfires or braziers, so this is kind of the ice boss mechanic on MSH. I can neither confirm nor deny anything like that. Okay. Listen, you can't just throw random acronyms at me and expect me to pick them up, bro. Come on. I don't know, some of the stunts I pull off on the tank only really work on a controller, man. The encroaching frost daily. Frosty fortune. Interesting. Have we... Oh, okay. So we can't progress because we only have a maximum of 2 out of 2. Okay. Oh, alright. I don't think we can go any further then. Okay, so I'm guessing this is because they haven't added in the rest of the stuff to preview yet. Okay, so that's all the preview we can do, guys. I will probably... Oh wait, hang on. Have we got more quests down here? Interesting. Plus 15% of the frost. Okay, okay. So we are going to be having some quests which give a better amount of the currency, it looks like. Ah, quest continues here. Okay, okay, okay.
We've a task for you.
Ah, but no, we can't. We can't go any further. Okay. Oh, weird. Okay, guys. I'm going to shut down... Oh, hello. What do you think about celestial armor on auction house? Wait, what? Celestial armor on the auction house? I know that they are giving away a box with the celestial stuff in it, which I don't know how I feel about that. Catch you later, Clout. Where do we get the campaigns? Journal. Oh, yeah, okay. That. Yeah, okay. So, for those of you who don't know, the end of this campaign is giving you a piece of celestial gear. In new mod you can sell. Are you sure, Squish? It's not just the stuff out of this box, because if they are allowing you to sell well, no, chosen items are bind on pickup character. Okay. Oh, okay, interesting. Random drop on master, either bound or not. I'll take it with a pinch of salt, because it could just be that they haven't put it in correctly, right, the binding. But, I mean, to be perfectly honest, they should allow more things to be sold. It's good for the economy, gets people equipment, gets people more AD. I suppose the main danger is that obviously people usually use the gear as a guide to whether or not somebody is capable of doing content. So if people just start buying the new gear, then they end up getting into runs that they're not actually capable of doing, and then people tend to get frustrated, right? Oh, look, another cat. Yay. These are some pretty lackluster rewards. I hope they're going to update these. Apart from the celestial gear, probably, but... I have enough AD. I have as much AD as an endgame player needs, because every time they bring out a mod it usually costs about 30 bloody mil to get everything upgraded. God forbid they do another combat rework. Oh, and we got new bloody enchantments that we need to upgrade this time as well, right? It's lucky I'm such a hoarder. Alright, yes, so we've gone as far as we can on the preview. Hope everybody enjoyed that. I'm going to shut it down on the PC and I might fire it back up on the PlayStation, so we've at least got, you know, something to do rather than just chatting away. Yeah, so thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you again shortly back on the PlayStation. Take it easy, everybody.